Hello everyone, JRDL96 here with a brand new video, and as you can tell by the beginning of this video, brand new intro. Yes, I've had that in the works for a while, just like that Good Deals video. But anyways, as you can tell by the title, it's another Q&A. Now, it's not going to be on the cruise ship like last time, but I felt like doing another Q&A just to, celebrate 7 years on YouTube. I posted on Instagram for you guys to ask me questions, and there were a few comments, not necessarily questions, which is the whole point of that post, which was to ask questions and not just comment random things, but I felt like reading them out anyway. So I guess this would be, a reading your comments? I don't know. Anyways, let's begin. Do a Markiplier Wilfred impression. Wait, that's not a question. Oh, I bet it wasn't a question you were asking. You just felt like seeing me doing a Wilfred impression. You better taste the rainbow, motherfucker. I'm a new person to your account, so how long have you been a fan of Mark and Jack? Good question. I've been watching Markiplier since around March 2013. And I first discovered him through Yummy Mash, and noticed I was looking up Slender reaction compilations. Yummy Mash was one of the first ones I saw, and then in the suggestions was Markiplier's video, his Slender reaction compilation, and his was just too funny that I had to subscribe to him, and ever since I've been a fan. I've been a fan of his for over 5 years, which is crazy. Now, to answer the second part, which is Jacksepticeye. Now, I wouldn't say I didn't really become a huge fan. I wasn't really necessarily a fan of his in the beginning. Like, I saw him collabing with Mark, and I thought he was funny here and there. But it wasn't until he started doing, Antisepticeye and his little alter egos where I really started to pay attention. It was Antisepticeye that really kind of grabbed my attention, and I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just subscribe to him anyway. And I've been a fan of both of them since. Now, I'm not a huge Septiplier shipper, so I can sip my tea quietly. Any favorite game in particular? Now, that's a hard one, because there are so many good games I've played over the years. Probably one of my favorite games of all time is Metroid Prime from the Nintendo GameCube. If you want to talk about a game that I'm really looking forward to the most to play is Spider-Man for the PS4. I don't have a PS4 right now, but I'm saving up for it. Next cosplay you're doing. All I can say is that it's another doctor. And something, I don't know how to put it. Something really sinister and seriously unexpected. Are you ever thinking of releasing merch? I've always had the thought of releasing merch, but I'm not exactly sure when to, because I don't want to put it out there now and say, hey, buy my merch. No, I don't want to sound like an asshole about it. And also, I don't think my fan base is big enough. My community is not big enough yet. And again, and I just have no clue what to put on a shirt, or iPhone case, or a pop sock, or a bag, or I don't know. You'll probably be thinking, oh, your logo. I don't want to risk getting a cease and desist letter from Marvel Studios or Disney, so I don't want to risk that. So I might have to tweak the logo a little bit to my liking. We don't like you using our logos! What's your favorite fan art that you got? Now that's a good one. Really, really good one. The best fan art I've ever received, I think, was from you. If I'm not mistaken. The best fan art I ever received was from you. It was of Wikipedia, JRDI, and JD Thrift. I believe. I'm not exactly sure. Doodle Septic? No, it wasn't you. it might be your second account, I don't know. I will put it right here for you all to admire. Really, really cool. I was really blown away at the fact that this person really took the time and to really create that. That was real. That really blew me away. I was like, holy shit, dude. The fact that this person drew my alter ego is like, wow. And an honorable mention, probably my second favorite, is this one. I've actually used it in a thumbnail, and also in my intro, my brand new intro. Because I don't know why, I just love the fact that you see that I'm bleeding, like crying black and blood or whatever. Probably one of my, this was made by one of my good friends that I met on the internet, on Instagram. It's probably one of my favorites. If I missed out on anybody's, I'm sorry. But those are the only two that came to my mind. By far, because those are the ones that really blew my mind. What also is crazy is when people cosplay as my alter egos. Like a few people actually cosplayed as JR Die. I'm like, the fuck? Like that's how, I still can't believe that people would take the time to cosplay as some random schmuck like him. Like, it's crazy. But still, that's probably one of my favorites. Seeing you guys like do stuff like that, fan art, edits, or even cosplay as one of my alter egos, or even myself. Can we see a snippet of your next video? I don't even know what my next video is. I don't know. If JR Die and Wiki fought to the death, who would win and why? Why does everyone want to see that? Or ever want to think of that? Why does everyone want to see shit like that? Like, why do you want to see a angsty teenager against a crazed psychopath? Like, I don't know. Like, to be honest, I never even thought of, man, who would win? My evil self or my AI? Like, why would I know that? Like, I don't really know that. I'm not exactly sure who would win. To be honest, just to be safe with the answer of maybe JR Die, because I really don't know how powerful Wikipedia could be. Yes, he has the facts, but I don't think he can match someone as insane and crazy and power hungry as JR Die. If you had to make your own intro like Jack, what would it be? Now that's something that I really have been thinking about for a while. Like, I always wanted to have like a intro that's kind of catchy. Like, I'm pretty sure, obviously, my intro right now, which is, hello everyone, JRDeal96 here, back again with a brand new video. That's simple enough, but I don't know if, like, Markiplier is simple enough. Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier, and Jacksepticeye is loud and obnoxious. Whoosh! Top of the morning to you laddies! My name is Jacksepticeye! Like, if I wanted to, like, here's, like, one thing I wanted to do for an intro. I've been thinking about doing something with my last name, which is Deal, and I'm, like, thinking, what's the deal, everyone? JRDeal96 here. Like, that sounds bad. Like, I've gotten a lot of suggestions from my coworkers have been always telling me, like, why don't you do some series like, what's the deal? Like, the real deal. Like, what's the deal with JR Deal? Like, it just sounds so cringy. It sounds so bad. I don't know what to think. Who is the best, Darkiplier or JR Die? You can't go wrong with Darkiplier. Not one bit. Again, this guy asked another question. What was the long video you had to edit? Or just the longest video in general? If you want to talk about like the longest video I've ever have, it has to be a unedited gaming video from like years ago. I think it was a Call of Duty Black Ops video. It was a zombie match. It was on the moon, and I think it was when I did the Easter egg on the moon, which involves the blowing up the Earth. That clocked in just over almost 2 hours. I think the second one is the longest one. I think the first one might have been maybe an hour and 50 minutes. But the second time I did, which is with the capture device, that was like over like 2 hours. And I swear that I filmed that in June 2016, and I did not post it until right around November 2016. Like, I was hesitant for a while, like, should I like trim it down? Should I do this or that? And I wasn't exactly sure if I should, so I'm like, alright, let me just export it. And I swear to God, that video took maybe, I started rendering it around 11 o'clock in the morning. By the time I got home around 8 o'clock, it was 90% done. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? If you want to talk about like the longest video, like the longest time it took me to edit a video, it has to be one of the alter ego videos. Like, I think the JR Die one, the cosplay video, by far might have been the one that really brought out the worst in me sometimes, especially even recently with the Good Deals video, and also the bloopers and BTS for it. Like, those two alone, any of the alter ego stuff that I did, they really take a while to nail. It just takes that long. Usually, like, if it was just for like one specific thing, like JR Die, the JR Die snippet, I think took 6 hours just to fucking do. Just to edit, just to nail, align, make sure that the audio is aligned perfectly, blah blah blah, trim it all down, put in the sound effects, put in the ambience, shit like that. Same thing with Wikipedia. If you could make a whole new ego, what would their name and personality be like? Now that's really hard for me to really decide. Like, coming up with an alter ego to begin with is just, I don't know, like, it's really hard to really come up with alter egos, like, because I don't want to step on the toes of, like, Jack's community or Mark's community and their alter egos. I don't want to step on their toes. If you want, like, I think, I always wanted to have, like, an opposite of, and I don't know if this makes sense, but you know how I have JR Die, and he's pretty much anti-Sucker-Guy in a sense? Like, I would like to have the complete opposite of JR Die, and I would like to have, like, I guess, a dark applier of sorts that is pretty much like the opposite of JR Die, that is not as angry and as psychotic and insane as JR Die would be. Something like as sardonic, like seductive and like manipulator. Something almost like Darkiplier, but again, I don't want to step on the toes of that community because there's a huge fan base around that, and I don't want to come off as some copycat. There was one alter ego that I've been thinking about for a while. I don't know if anybody has seen this old school film with Albert and Costello. It's called The Time of Their Lives, and I don't know which one it was. I think it's Bud Abat. The character Horatio Prim, who is a tinker. Like, I guess he works on, like, metal or whatever. He's a tinker. And he always has the words "Aspuckins." Like, I swear to God, it's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life. And that's where the origin of one of my dogs' name, Horatio, came from. Was from that movie. And I always wanted to have like a character, an alter ego similar to that character of Horatio in that film. Like, rambunctious and just in and out, in and out. Who's a tinker of some sorts, like shit like that. But I don't know, it just sounds stupid. I've always thought of like doing like a deli clerk. A deli clerk person at alter ego. A deli clerk. That just sounds so bad. And also a superhero alter ego, kind of like Jackie Boy Man or whatever. Jackaboy Man. Somebody gave me like a funny superhero name. It was abbreviation of pretty much what spells out James, but it's an abbreviation for just a blah 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 blah. And I thought that was clever for a superhero. But again, the problem I had sometimes is how would they look and how would they act. Maybe if for that Dark Applier copy clone, the opposite of JR Die, I think maybe I was thinking of like for him to wear like like the yin and yang. Like the yin and yang, like they're the opposite. You know how the Joker in Batman, shit like that, like the opposites. Like the twin, I don't know. The long lost twin. JR Dice tried to keep away from everyone else. I hope that everyone understands what I mean by like the opposite of JR Die, like something kind of like who's still evil but not as crazy and evil as JR Die would be. Can JR Die kill you? No, he cannot. Yes, I can! Here's the one person I didn't expect to ask the question. The real editor. Editing is everything. This is currently my favorite question to ask. What moments in your life made you laugh the hardest? Now that's a tough one to be honest with you. To be honest with you, that's the hardest one to even think about because there were a few times in my life where I really laughed very hard. Like, the one that comes to mind was maybe you, in one of your videos with the Markiplier in 7 different genres, when you featured me at the end with the slow clap. That was hilarious. Because I didn't expect you to use that clip at all from like the review of it part of it. But if you want to talk about like the funniest thing that made me cry laughing was probably 5 years ago. I was playing GTA 5 and my two cousins Alexa and Gianna were watching me play because they love me so much and they like to see me. So I was messing around with the cheat codes in GTA 5, and there was this one cheat that makes you jump really high. And this is not a cheat, but this was in the story mode part of the game. If you jump and then press the B button or the circle button, you do like a pratfall pretty much. So here I am using this cheat code of the jumping really high and then pratfalling pretty much in the air and just falling around the fucking all over Los Santos. And Gianna goes and says, "Oh, let's go jump off a building. This is so fun. I like to jump off buildings super high and pratfall and hurt myself." For some reason, the way she was saying it just made me laugh really, really hard to the point where I was crying. I know it may not be the funniest thing, but for some reason that made me laugh so hard. If JD Thrift could sell the Egos, Marks, Jacks, or yours, how much would he sell them for? I don't fucking know. I think he would honestly sell probably Wikipedia. I don't know why. He would probably sell the AIs like Bing Applier and Google Applier. he would try to sell anti or dark, but dark and anti would just shoo him away. I don't know, like, I'm pretty sure he would sell, like, the AIs. He would sell Chase Brody's, wife. I don't know, I'm sorry. Oh my god, that's so fucked up. Oh god, Chase Brody would sell. Because he's such a teabag. Auntie! Is it turtle time? Whoops, sorry, that joke must be going in fucking circles. That joke must be going in fucking circles! I'm tired of it! Who do you think your biggest fan is? Honestly, I don't know who it would be. Sam? Autumn? Toxic? I don't know. Some people. Some probably, maybe some psycho ex-girlfriend of mine, I don't know. Some psychopath, I don't know. Do you like roleplay? Nope. What was your favorite pet? This guy right here, Horatio. I'm pretty sure you're going to be asking, what about Brody? He's alright. Another question by me. Do you like fan-made egos? Like, here's an example. Bing Septaguy. He's not a real ego, but he's made by fans. Do you like that sort of stuff, and would you let your fans make some? Here's a funny thing. Wikipedia is a fan-made alter ego. Somebody, it was around the time when I made the 5th edits compilation that featured J or Die in the beginning. And somebody commented and offered me, like, suggested to me a new alter ego, which was a Wikipedia alter ego, like an AI. And I was really fascinated by the idea of, like, an AI character, so I used it so I kind of looked at, like, the idea of that, and then this person even drew fan art, concept art for me, of how he would look, and you know what they say, the rest is history. And at first I wasn't necessarily sure of how to use him, so I used that one reaction video as a debut on Christmas Eve, and that was a huge success, and even the guy who made it, he was really floored and just touched by the fact that I took that idea, his idea, and made it fascinating. So I like to do stuff like that. I like to, like, incorporate, like, the ideas from the fans. Would you ever have, like, a meet and greet in New York? Now, I don't know, to be honest, like a fan meetup, I would love to do one, but at the same time, it's just the location, so I don't get followed home and shit. Like, do it in a location that's far from home, far from where I live, somewhere in the New York region. I don't know, because somebody else asked me about, like, if I would do another fan meetup, so I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Just, I don't know where to do it. Do you ever plan on doing collabs with anyone in the future? I don't think so. When it comes to YouTube, I don't know. I wish. I'd love to do a collab with Mark or Jack or Ethan. But if you're talking about, like, Instagram edits, I would love to do one with Cutie Plier. She is the one who inspired me to do edits of Mark, like start doing edits of Mark, and you know what they say, the rest is history. Melly Millennia, Gaming Goofballs is another one. Flammable Edits is another one I like to collab with. But, I don't know. What do you use to record? To record, like, big videos like this, or vlog, I use this Andor 4K action camera, which is what I'm using right now. Sometimes I use my phone to record reaction videos, like trailer reactions. I use a Samsung camcorder as standard definition to record longer reaction videos. But I would love to, like, improve and get better equipment to improve my videos. So those are the ones I use. Favorite song or band at the moment? Favorite song or band at the moment? Favorite song to me is Cult of Personality by Living Colour. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. Probably one of the best songs of all time. It really like sums up pretty much somewhat my personality, like some kind of a rebellious person. It's about a revolution. Try to start a revolution. Favorite band is by far Bon Jovi. My mom got me into that, and I've only been to one concert in my life, and that was a Bon Jovi concert. And that night, he tore his calf muscle by doing a back step, and then he goes, "I'm old, what can I tell ya? But I'm still good looking." And then he goes on to sing "Living on a Prayer." Do you want any new tattoos? Yes. But again, I'm not exactly sure if I want to get another tattoo. Now, I'm pretty sure some people are confused. They're gonna be a little confused. Like, you have a tattoo? Yes. Let me show you. Yeah, that's my tattoo right here. Yeah, I got this 4 years ago, and then I ended up getting a staph infection from it, and I don't know how. Because the funny thing is, my dad went to the same guy that gave me this the next day after I got mine, and he had no problem. So I don't know. I just don't want to take the risks and have to go through that shit again. But one of my aunts, who is a doctor, she said, like, if you end up getting another tattoo, I will prescribe you with medication just in case if it happens again. So I guess we're good, but definitely yes, I'll get another tattoo at some point, but I just don't know what. Peanut butter is a smoothie. Blended fruit is a smoothie. Peanuts come from trees. Fruit comes from trees. Peanuts are fruits. My life is a lie. Your life is a lie. We are all lies! Ah! Last one. Now this person DM'd me the questions instead of commented on it, but this is going back to the whole meetup thing. Yes, I've been waiting for you to do another one. I have two. Will you ever do a YouTube feud with another channel, kind of like Anti and Dark? And would you ever consider doing a fan meetup at New York City Comic-Con? To answer the first part, I would love to do like a dark versus Anti type thing. I would love to do like something with Dark applier. Like, I don't know why. I think it would be really cool to see, like, maybe Jared I interact with Dark or Anti or something like that, but again, I don't know. I would love to do one with Dark Applier Blog. If you haven't heard of that YouTube channel, I highly recommend you go check her out. She does a lot of cosplays on Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. She does mostly Darkiplier. She does a phenomenal Darkiplier. And I would love to do something with her. Misha. Which is ironically the name of my dog, too. To answer the second one, the meetup at Comic-Con, I don't know. Even though I'm going to New York Comic-Con this year, I'm still unsure about it. Like, because I just want to like hang out, like just have fun and just explore on my own and stuff like that. But I've always wanted to do like a fan meetup somewhere, but I just don't know. So that is officially it on this Q&A. Reading your comments /reading your comments. Man, this is a little different, a lot more boring and a lot less interesting compared to the first one, which was on a cruise ship. But I don't know how this one's gonna come out. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends. Be sure to ring that bell to be part of the notification squad. Be sure to follow my Instagram, because I make collabs of Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, even myself. And I also do reenactments and cosplays on there, so go check it out. Go check out my slowly dying account. So until next time, JRDL96 signing out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.